Ooh, burn. That's a quote from Easy A.
Well, I thought it was from that 70s show.
I mean, it probably is. I think they say that a lot in there too. But remember when she's walking with the corset top and she has the A right there? And she's like, ooh, burn. Easy A, ooh, burn. Oh no.
Up to 90%.
I have ads on mine.
Come and shop on Temu now.
Oh no, I have another ad.
Oh god.
What you lose around your chest anyway?
I just sat through that.
You love Easy A. You love that movie. I know you do. You enjoyed it. Anyway, we're not talking about Easy A, actually. We are talking about the Steven Universe NFT drop. This drop did not go very well.
Yeah, I don't even know what Steven Universe is.
It is a TV show. It's like a cartoon, and people rave about it. It's actually one that I really would like to watch. I just have not gotten around to it yet.
Hasn't it been out for like 25 years? What do you mean you haven't gotten around to it?
Well, because there's other stuff. It came out in 2013, but like since then, we've had so many things.
Well, there might not be that much popularity because the things didn't sell out today. In fact, it didn't even get to halfway sell out, did it?
No. It surpassed the 50% mark, but not by much.
God, that's horrible.
Not by much. But here's the thing. I think that Steven Universe is sort of a niche thing, and I think that they had way too many packs for this particular set.
Okay, how many packs were there total, Heather?
So there were 18,000 standard and 18,000 premium, and I did the math on that. There are 360,000 cards between the standard and premium.
Okay, so just to let you all know, I did not go for this particular drop. I didn't go for it, I didn't know much about it, and I felt like it was just a big old waste of time. And look what happened. They didn't even sell out. You know why? Because they didn't have me. I don't know why Drop and Funko don't reach out to us and like let us be hype people for this. Like if we hyped up the NFTs, can you imagine how much they would sell? They would have sold at least one more percentage of that.
Well, the thing is they don't like that we don't like that they don't give a about their employees. They also don't like
oh my God.
that we didn't like Fright Night. They also don't like, well, one specific person, aka Big B, although things might have changed since he's no longer CEO. He does not like that we talk about his legal troubles. But you know what? Don't do illegal things.
All right, you just took that down a very dark alleyway. All I'm saying is if they hype this up a lot better, they would probably have more sales. This would equate to more sales if we were hyping it up in other channels. It feels like Funko just says, hey, we're doing Steven Universe. Here it is. And then they just walk away. That's it. It's like, there's, all right, we'll see you Tuesday. And then they just leave. I don't know what this is about. It's so ridiculous. Like, you could have hyped this up and made it more exciting.
I know what you're saying, but like they've sold out on how many drops. So I don't really think that they need as much hype as you think, although that would help.
I feel like you need to hype it up a little bit, get people involved, invested, and interested. They're not doing any of this.
I agree, but listen, you know what's gonna hype it up is when they do Marvel or Star Wars, a really big license.
Whatever. Steven Universe is something I hear people say they love all the time. But I guess those same people don't buy NFTs, or maybe they're not into Funko.
Could be.
Whatever the case may be, I don't know.
Or there's just not that many people. 360,000 cards worth of people that like Steven Universe, that also collect Funko Pops, that also dabble in the NFTs.
Ow.
That hurt?
Let's talk about the Steven Universe Freddy Funko, because that thing is cool. It is such a different looking Freddy Funko. I love it just because of that.
He has really big hair.
Really big hair. I mean, it looks like Steven Universe with like a sort of a Freddy face on it.
Yeah, so listen, I actually haven't even looked at these, to be honest with you.
I don't care about any of the other ones. I don't know anything about it, okay, so how the f do I even care?
Hold on, I want to talk about them really quick. So the Freddy Funko is cool. I love that it has a Steven Universe mouth. That is very cool.
That is cool, and he's got the big star shirt.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. It's not just the standard Freddy head that we normally see with the body. I mean, this is like Steven Universe and Freddie Funko had a baby. Then there's this Sapphire. She's really cool. I like her weird haircut. Ruby's cute. It looks like she's in a wedding dress with a flower crown. Garnet is a really interesting looking character.
So they're all named after, like, is that stones?
Yeah, and then here's Blue Diamond. She looks very sad. I love this pop. That is very cool. So,
which one is the Grail?
Blue Diamond.
It sounds like a porn star name.
It
or
actually
a stripper
really
name.
does. Yeah, it definitely does.
You know, I'm curious. I want to know how much these packs are going for right now. How much do you think they're going for?
It's hard to say because when they burn packs, that means that they're more rare. Let's keep in mind that standard packs are $9.99 retail and $29.99 for premium packs.
It's not terrible. They're $11.80 right now for a standard pack.
Okay,
That's
so they're
not
probably breaking even after fees and everything.
That's interesting because I figured with them burning as much as they have, that these packs would be like on fire.
I think that'll happen in like a month.
And premium packs are going for almost 35 bucks.
That's not bad. Do you want to talk about how many they burned and a little bit of the math?
Yes.
Okay, I have a handy dandy sheet where I did the math on this one because it's just such an obscene amount that they burned. I couldn't help myself. So in a standard pack, there's 5 cards. Premium packs have 15 cards. So the 18,000 standard packs have 90,000 cards total. And the 18,000 premium packs have 270,000 cards total. And that leaves us with 360,000 cards combined. According to their Discord page, they burned 2,352 standard packs, which equates to 11,760 cards.
Okay.
They burned 9,768 premium packs, which is over 50% of the premium packs, and that is 146,520 cards.
Jeez, that's a lot.
That is a lot of cards. I did the math by the cards. So again, 360,000 was the total number of cards in this drop. They burned 158,280 cards. So they burned 44% of the total amount of cards.
44%. This has to be the most amount they've ever burned.
It's gotta be. I mean, I don't recall them ever burning such a huge amount of cards. I mean, I know that they've burned quite a bit with some of the higher drops, like the 100,000 pack drops and things like that, but that's 100,000 packs. This was a 36,000 pack drop.
Yeah, I can't get over that. So how many royalties and legendaries do you believe there are, and how many royalties?
Okay, here's the thing with the NFTs, and we've explained this on the channel before. I'm going to explain it again just in case someone new is watching, you need a refresher, or you just simply don't know how it works because it's pretty confusing. So essentially, the 360,000 card packs are within a bucket. Okay, we're gonna call it a bucket.
All right, it's in a bucket.
Yeah, last time we described it as a pool, but this time it's a bucket. So there's 360,000 cards in this bucket, right? When you make a purchase of NFT card packs, cards are not actually in it yet.
Right, it hasn't been determined yet until you open the pack.
Yes, so when you click that open button, that's when the cards come from the bucket, go into your card pack, and then you open the cards.
That sounds very sexual.
It does, but it's not. If 44% of the card packs were burned, that doesn't mean that there's 44% cards left. Yeah, so this is where things get confusing. But I'm going to use the same math as they use for determining the chances of pulling a Grail, Legendary, or completing. Well, the royalty set, I guess, is a bit different because you have to collect different cards, but I would assume the chances would be relatively the same.
So it should all be equaled out.
Yeah, ish. I mean, chances are chances, right? So realistically, if everybody is super duper lucky, then 999 grails can get pulled, but that's probably not going to happen due to the odds, right? Seeing as 44% were burned, the grail in this set is 999, just like with most sets. Since 44% were burned, that leaves you with approximately 560 that could potentially be pulled. Each of the legendaries price has 2,000. Since 44% were burned, 44% of the legendaries would be 1,121.
Of each one.
Of each one.
Okay.
So per legendary. And then the royalty, like I said, the royalty is a bit tricky, but I feel like the odds would sort of remain the same. So I'm just gonna give you the total anyhow. There's 2,300 potential royalties, but with 44% of the packs burned, that leaves you with 1,289 potential royalties being finished.
By the way, Heather's coming up with all this math on her own. So if this isn't what Drop has previously said in the past, or there's some information that we do not know, forgive us in advance. Heather is pulling numbers, and this seems pretty accurate to me.
To be fair, I did use my calculator.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't use a calculator.
Yeah, well, I just want people to know that I'm not like that smart without a calculator. Like I could do it, it would just take me a really long time.
Why the f does that matter? I don't understand. What?
But I used a calculator.
First you waste my time with Easy A, now you're doing this.
Okay, Easy A is never a waste of time. You take that back.
I got a couple Easy A's on me right now.
What does that even mean?
Easy A1 and Easy A2.
That doesn't even make any sense.
I got A cups.
I have A cups. Mine are smaller.
Oh, shut the f up. It is true though. I have big titties. I rule the roost at our house when it comes to titties.
Okay, what are we doing?
I have no idea. But what I did want to say was on Atomic Hub right now, it looks like a lot of the legendaries are going for right around 40 bucks or a little bit more. It looks like Ruby's going for about 38. Sapphire's 39 right now. That's the lowest. Garnet is $43.80. By the way, Garnet is a mix of Sapphire and Ruby. So if you look at the Garnet animation, it's both of them hanging out and making one.
Oh, that's interesting. Did we just watch them have
I'm feeling like we did. I mean, yeah, so they made a Garnet baby.
Yeah, they definitely
that was something else. I don't know what to say. So the Grail is actually going for $224.75.
That's not bad.
That's not bad for a Grail, actually.
Seeing as it could potentially only have 560 pieces or less.
Yeah.
That's really not that bad of a price. To be honest with you, I'm actually sort of shocked that it's not going for more. There could potentially only be 560 or even less.
Let's talk about this drop, NFTs and Funko. So NFTs have been pretty popular since they came out, at least with certain people, and typically drops like this one, at least this size, will sell out.
I feel like this is a really niche license.
Okay, it might be a really niche license, but it definitely doesn't help Funko in terms of how much bad news they've been receiving lately.
True.
This is adding to the pile of that is Funko right now. And I agree with you. If it's Marvel or Star Wars, of course it's going to do awesome. Back to the Future's coming up too, apparently.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'm excited to see what they do, and I hope that it's NFT worthy.
But this drop failed.
Yeah, and it's not even like the pops are stupid. Like, they look cool.
I honestly don't like them.
Well, I know you're not a fan of it, but someone who's never seen the show, I don't care about it either, but I can still recognize that they're neat looking.
In my opinion, right now, they're trash. I mean, see? Because I just don't care.
I mean, it doesn't mean they're trash. It just means that they're
trash.
They're not for you.
I'm calling them trash. Anything I don't like or I don't care about, I call it trash.
No, it's just like very negative. Like, I can see why people say that.
You come on here with this Cosby sweater and you're going to call me negative?
Okay, don't compare me to Bill Cosby, please.
Well, I'm not saying you're like Bill Cosby. I'm just saying you're wearing his clothes. It's different.
I don't know how different it is.
If you pull out a pudding pop right now, I'm going to lose my mind. Well, this is a big old fail.
For Funko, not for us this
No, not
time.
for us. No,
Yeah.
we're doing fine.
Typically it is.
I would be doing so much better if I had a pudding pop. You know, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with all your math skills. Look at this.
Thank you.
She goes distance, and you go to distance very hard sometimes.
I go the distance and I go for speed.
You used a calculator on this?
I had to. I'm not that smart.
I'm proud of you.
I am very curious to see what the future holds for these pieces because they fluctuate a lot. NFT, Funko Pops, and their secondary market prices fluctuate a ton. ton before redemption.
Absolutely, and you got a very good point about this. So the other day, we did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 2 drop, and I pulled the Grail.
Wow.
And that Grail fell through the floor. The day of the drop, the Grail was right around 150 bucks if I remember correctly. It's down to 106.
But the thing is, closer to redemption, that might go back up again. You never know. The NFT stuff is so unpredictable. I mean, Funko Pop values in general are unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants this dumb Mighty Morphin Power Ranger
know.
Funko Pop. It's the girl in the green. Nobody cares.
Listen.
You know, during the drop, everybody's like, oh, it's so awesome. But it's not awesome. No one's going around parading around about how great it is.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Anyway, so the packs dropped September 5th. You don't get the redemption tokens until January 3rd. So you're waiting like 4 months in order to redeem these items. So they can go up and down and up and down and up and down. That's just what's going to happen. And when people realize that these are more rare, more people may be sort of interested in going for them. But I did see a comment today from a good friend of ours, Rob. He said, is this going to teach people rarity doesn't necessarily mean value? Because, I mean, the Grail is going to be less than the Grail's always less than 1,000 pieces, but this one will most likely be half of 1,000, if not even lower.
Yeah.
By the time people actually get them in hand. How much is that going to go for? Is it going to go for the price that other 500-ish count pops go for? Is it going to go for less? You never know.
All depends on how much somebody is willing to pay.
And I'm willing to pay $0 on these because I don't want them.
Yeah, who cares? So this was a big Funko
really
fail.
Big pimple.
Ow.
Yeah, it's hiding under your mustache, but it's big.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know it existed until you started poking around at it. Can you leave it alone?
I can try.
Can you give it a break?
I didn't even touch it. It touched me.
Yet another Funko fail in the last couple months, and I just want to see an NFT drop happen where I'm real excited. The last few, who cares? Like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger one, I sort of just went into that one because I liked the Freddy Funko as Ivan Ooze.
No.
But I don't even know if I'm getting it.
You went into it because you like to piss me off. Let's be real. That's the only reason that you did that.
If I really wanted to piss you off, I would have went after Steven Universe. But of course I didn't do that.
I mean, honestly, I would prefer the Steven Universe pops over the Power Rangers.
Oh, those Power Ranger pops are horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like them, and I just felt like they're very basic.
But you know the next drop is going to be the Halloween drop. I feel like that's going to be the thing. I feel like it. Well, there might be one more drop in between. In October, at some point, we're getting a Halloween drop.
I love horror.
With every video, it gets more embarrassing. That was f***ing unbelievably... When people say we're cringe, I totally see it now. Do that again?
I can't.
No, do it. Do your little claps. Go ahead.
I'm too embarrassed now.
Don't be embarrassed.
You really put me on the spot.
You're very good at it. Go ahead.
I don't think I can come up with a masterpiece like that again. Like, it's always good the first time.
All right, then you know what I'll do? I'll isolate it and I'll play it over and over again.
That's
How's that?
good.
I'll play it like 4 times in a row. Getting
love
a Halloween.
I love horror.
Getting
love
a
Halloween. I love horror.
Getting
love
a
Halloween. I love horror.
Love Halloween. I love horror.
You know, you should make it your ringtone too. Did I already say it or not? Did I already say it? That sometimes I forget the camera's on when I do things.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay, well that's it. What did you guys think of the Steven Universe NFT drop?
And what do you think these pops are going to do value-wise? You think they'll get more valuable or less valuable? I have no idea. Let us know all of that and more in the comment section down below.
Thank you for staying until the very end of the video. We really appreciate all of your support. You guys are awesome. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to J.R. Garcia, Steven Sklansky, George Blanchard, Simon Holden, Chris Haskell, Sam Studley, Aussie Pop and Paul, Joel Campos, Rob Smith, and Erica Woods. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock.
I love Halloween. I love